Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Anno 1800, and we continue right away with our next productions. In the last episode we finished a lot of economic advancement in Crown Falls. Now I would work a bit on Manola, our second megacity that we're building up. In this case, one final production or construction material is missing in Manola, and that's aluminum. Aluminum is actually needed not only for some advanced buildings than for the artistas, but also, so that's tier 3, but also for the airships that we want to get cracking at some point. And once again, this takes some ramp up time to get a certain volume out of aluminum, so we should start with that now. For this we need two things. One is actually completely new, that's the bauxite that we have over there, and one is the charcoal kiln. The charcoal kiln is coal, and in this case it is theoretically easy to produce, since we don't need that many too, right? So we just need a bit of space. That's the primary problem here. It needs, however, only Jornaleros workforce, so it could be used on one of my other islands, like Rosario, for example, where we do have 500 Jornaleros, and we only have this island here right now for the caoutchouc. By the way, my caoutchouc is full in Rosario, so let's just quickly check it out. That's the one. There is 2 ships going for it, and both of them are empty right now. Let's just increase the volume of ships here, right? And by the way, in the new world, what I can see is, do we still need that extensive routing? I think we still need to do this. Where's my ships? Where are my ships? In this case, I can't find them. They're all 3 on the global map, is that right? Yeah, this is plausible. Alright. Strange coincidence. I think the problem is they're too close to each other. 500 tons we have here. I still have a few more bricks, so let's actually go ahead and immediately build me another depot. Yeah, only one is possible though. And do we have more ships available here? No. No. This is all not so great. I still have one more. There it is. Gaia. And you are going to get me some materials over there. In this case, we have the bricks here actually. So let's just take us the 100 tons of bricks and some timber over to Rosario. And in Rosario, we should actually be already able to build that charcoal production that we so urgently need. No, it needs bricks. Alright, so let's just wait for that. We can, however, start with the bauxite. So we have 5 of these deposits available in Manola. They're producing very quickly, right? So they're producing 6 tons per second, which is great for us. Yeah, let's start with this one that we have down here. Just needs its road connection. And I think one will be already fine for a long time. It, however, requires 220 Jornaleros, and we still have that Jornalero problem looming around here. So we have a total capacity of 30 Jornaleros that we can have in one building. However, there's only 10 moving in right now. The reason for this is probably because we do have, yeah, first of all, we can boost it with lifestyle needs.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
And then we also have, no, these are not bringing in population. Why is there only 10 living in that out of the 30? It's all purely because of the lifestyle? Looks like it. Alright, let's continue with the expansion then. This is a service district once again. Alright, that's an oil tanker. Holy cow, she's got a battleship. She's moving battleships in the region. Makes life a bit more difficult. Where's my warship? Where are my warships? There they are. Yeah, let's move over here. Try to take this down. This will be hard though. Do we need to move the Bismarcks to the new world? I think we'll need to. I can't build another one though. Yeah, those battleships will be tough to challenge. Let's just see, right? If we can actually do this. Alright, the mine is working. Now we just need the aluminum smelters, and they could be improved by electricity. They need obreros to work. This is going to be my heavy industry area here, right? Because we have the oil factory here already, the oil refineries. And in that case, it's the most logical choice for having my first oil power plant then in Manola as well. So this is all fine to make us really that first aluminum smelter. And let's start with 4 of them right here along the main road that we have. And they're getting then easily boosted as well. Let's start with 2 building them. And this starts this new production then, right? 2,900 obreros we have, but not enough jornaleros. So let's continue. Here we can have a full block of buildings along the main road. Just finishing here with that chapel. And then we can have just 3 these blocks there as well. And here we have our tiny placebo industry. Let's delete it. We have that industry working somewhere else entirely now, so we can actually get rid of that and instead really focus on city building.
The epidemic left buildings abandoned.
Right, and here's then the river. Probably not going to push too close to the river. Yeah, 1 more we can actually do. So this area here we can still build some houses. Yeah, let's get a double road then down here, connecting with this double road down the road. Perfect. Wanna get that workforce up. Where are my warships? Not these. These. Alright. It's faster. It's only going for its island though, so... let's stay here for now. Because you never know where the warship is going, where the battleship is going. Alright, this area, as I said, is going to be the monument. This might be a smaller park area. Did we say something? Or vice versa it was, I think. So in this case here, there's no more expansion for now. We might, this is all industry zone, we might move them up here slowly now. Yeah. We could also further expand the hacienda. Let's go ahead and do this actually. So with this we need the jornalero, and let's just see, there's the industry zone for this popping. Alright, we have produced enough aluminum it seems. Now we should produce helium, that's the next production chain. However, we still need to get that coal going. That would be over here. That's the bricks. Yeah, problem is we would need to waste a ship again for coal. We can afford this, right? Yeah, let's waste that ship and build us a coal production up. There could be more here potentially, right? Because we have helium pockets. We don't have... oh, we have 2 helium pockets in Manola. Those 2 will be coming in handy though, because we need also helium for some further productions. There's some pearls here, and there's tobacco in Rosario. Tobacco would be also in Vermouth here. I think we would prefer that for tobacco production though. Yeah, let's go ahead and build us those charcoal kilns. We're going to need a bunch of them. And yeah, as you can see... alright, let's do something else. I'm sorry. Let's actually say we only take 4 slots of coal. And then I'm going to say in Crown Falls, take coal with you. We have enough coal. We're importing it with the Docklands. So that is fine. Let's get the coal from Crown Falls to Manola. And I'm also going to assign a second trader, Theseus, to this trade route here, right? The chocolate coal trade route it is now. And this one will solve my problem. So we don't need that. Because I, kind of like in the back of my head, I had this nagging feeling that this doesn't feel right. So we're not having this anymore. Let's get the ship back to Manola again, where we're looking very good now with the workforce really. Right, a few more here. This block. And then probably a few more here. And there's, by the way, the main road. So I probably would like to make this one... yeah. That we move this whole block a bit further. So 1 step over there. Oh, we need to get rid of this road. Just 1 step over. to have this double road that goes then all the way to the other side. Yep, very nice. We can do this. This should be enough workforce now. Coming in. Might need another school also in this area somewhere. And this is industry zone then, so here we stop with the Hacienda expansion, right? Something we certainly don't need then anymore. What we still need though for the jornaleros is actually nothing. We still have enough spices, that's great. So it's just for the obreros then that we would need a few more resources. Let's head back to Crown Falls, because here we can now upgrade that block here to investors finally, giving me another whopping 40 influence. And also these guys here. And then of course also on the other side as well, where we can now have investors piling up. There's also a few more buildings here that I would like to upgrade. No more workers here, please. And yeah, we have this whole area that we can still go crazy about. That's a lot of expansion potentially.
Ship under attack.
Reporting in.
What? This is an asterisk. How did this ship enter? Around the corner there. We got 2 Bismarcks here now working for us. That's annoying. How did it... Why did it enter from another side? Let's chase it down with the Bismarcks. Should be doable. This one gets repaired here. While it's docked, please. Let's actually wait here for now. Holy cow, and Asterix really also has one of those fire problems, even though we have everything here. This is really where I sometimes would just want to end the game, right? Like this single battlecruiser entering my trade routes and just wrecking my cargo ships. It's just one advanced battlecruiser. There's really nothing I can do about these single attacks. Ceasefire would be the best option here, but that's about it. Let's take it down. That shouldn't be a big problem. The Bismarcks outclass this advanced battlecruiser by quite a bit. But still, we lost 3 trade ships with that. So I need to build a few more trade ships again. Let's actually get them down. Also, we got the next oil tanker. This is the one for Tomasi. There you go. So we got 3 on that route now too. And yeah, just with the aluminum, I want to also start now my elevator production, Crown Falls. This is the next building material that we need here. Let's just find it first. It should be somewhere here. Investor tree. There it is. Right. And it's quite an extensive production chain for this. It's a very fast production chain because it produces actually 4 tons of elevators per second, per minute. The only thing that we need out of these here actually is the wood veneers in higher quantities. For this we need a few more engineers. Yeah, not kidding there. And then we can build the elevators. I would like to build 2 of them. They require electricity and they don't cause that much pollution. I would like to have them here because there is already my power plant, right? So just this tiny patch there should be electrified. So this should be enough to actually get us this going. Or we could also squeeze them in here. I think I like this more because we have a trade union there and we have the electricity. And yeah, there's not going to be more than 2 because that would be 8 tons then already. That is fine. The only thing we now need is a bit more wood veneer. That production we have... I think it was up there. We have 1 on the island somewhere. Nor I do not see it. There's none on the island. Actually, we need to start with that. Improved by electricity. It's 1 though, right? So in theory, you need 4 of them for 1 assembly line. But if you're boosting them, it's only 2. And we're boosting them a bit further. So it's actually only 3 that we need for all 2 of them, I think. Because we can easily squeeze them in here, right? They don't need a lot of space. And they're the perfect filler building that you have. Because you can just so easily fill it in here into these tiny areas. So let's just move this a bit further over. And we really don't need a lot of them. That's another one, right? And that's already 2. 3, and that's probably already all that we need, because don't forget, they're also getting boosted by Faras Al Zarami, right? Electricity and Faras, that's a lot. And they're producing it now at 24 seconds per ton. So that's 3 tons already per minute. 6 tons per minute, we need 8 tons. Ah, I need one more. Even with the boosting. Yeah, down here we're still getting everything in. Once again, a nice filler space here because there's really no space for any other building. Let's upgrade the warehouse there. Also upgrade this warehouse here. Get it all done. That should be fine. And with this, we have everything ready to also build me those 2 elevators. That's expensive though. But we're sitting at almost 600,000 there, so that's okay.
Our elevator plants are cutting edge. Time to get
And these guys here, yeah, they're producing it now. That's the base production product that we're going to need, construction material for the skyscrapers. Alright, we got a few upgrades, we got a few tradings here coming in again. So one thing of course is that with all of the trading that we're doing with the advanced weapons now, we actually leveled up advanced weapons right away, which is great. So we have 3 more slots available, and then we're out of business here basically. Well, we have grown then to the maximum license that we can go for. Now in this case here we got the harps in, so this should... yeah, very nice. Add a content population for the very first time, I think in a very long time, to Crown Falls. And this actually means now that they have the harps here. This is leading to a bit more money, so we are breaching 600,000 with that right now. And of course, way more important to me though is the happiness, right? +5 happiness that we have. And yeah, also here, the only thing we now miss is then cigars as well for the investors. That's something. Now, the next in line that I would like to check out immediately. First of all, do we have another license with that? We should actually... Alright, no, we cannot build another license. We have... we already have the 12 trades that we have. I think we can go with 2 more. And then we're actually out of that. So we still need 2 more products that we have never really boosted up here if we want to get more in, right? So in this case here, we need to work on something that I haven't used yet. It might be something just for the volume, right? It might just be weapons, for example. We could just get 1,000 weapons in easy. So in this case here, let's just do this. And oh, the ratio is 6:1. With that, I rather go ahead with the advanced weapons. that is much better. For the tallow is full. The bread is something I could work on here. Right, if we find something here, so I just need 1,000 weapons, and then we would be golden. This is also way too much, but it's okay. The plantains have been imported now, so with that, oh yes, very good. Gold is upgraded, and the coffee is now possible to import. That is also super nice. If we import 1,000 coffee, we could actually get the cigars in, right? But just for the sake of it, I'm probably going to make the production of that anyway. Other than that, yeah, piano is something actually that we can use. So let's actually go ahead and use also my bread here for the piano. We are going to need quite a bit of that, right? So holy cow, that's already quite a lot. We don't need this one anymore since the tallow is nonsense. And the weapons is something that I might also use on the piano, honestly, right? Because we can't just do this. And let's actually also get the weapons in, so that we, yeah, get 1,000. We are pretty much full on Schnapp, so there's not going to be much trading here. So the 1,000 for the piano, that's going to work out. Just to get that volume. I was looking with the coal. The coal is full. The grain is probably still full. All right. That's because, of course, we're not using flour anymore. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Everything else is looking fine here. So, for dumping something... yeah, let's use the steam motors and just see how far... oh, this is actually a good ratio that we have, right? For 1,000. But this way we can actually upgrade the levels and the steam motors, the weapons and the steam motors right away. And then I just need... yeah, let's actually go for guitars. And just see... not the construction material, please. Also got a lot of light bulbs. Gramophone is too valuable. So I think we will not be able to push 1,000 there. I might actually go for work clothes. Really just for the heck of it, right? There you go. Just 1,000 work clothes one time. And with that, we will have then all of these 3 slots filled as well. And with that, completed the document more or less when it comes to the expense. Now, next in line, yes, there it is. We have finished the Research Institute. I'm super excited about this. It's always one of the longest journeys, really. And one of the biggest landmarks that we can have then in the city of Crown Falls. Now, when it comes to the Research Institute, I'm not happy with the location that we are right now, so I would like to move them, and yeah, I would like to move them into this area here. The reason for that is we already have power here. We do need power for the Scholar District. It also is a bit more central. It has this beautiful waterfall that I would like to integrate with my Research Institute, and also it is a bit separated with the tracks from my main city, so there is a nice separation here between the scholars then and my normal investor residences and stuff like that. I think this makes sense. The only thing that we need to do is we need to move buildings around. Now we have these guys here, right? That's the workers and the artisans, and I don't want to destroy them, but I also don't want to have them here anymore. So in this case here, I'm just going to take me that block of workers and artisans, and we will be able to move them up here, right? Somewhere here where I would like to have them in order to breed them more or less for my palace. So let me just really do this quickly here. And well, yeah, there we have it. Really took just 5 minutes or so, and we have the whole district up here now, and the whole engineers are down here all of a sudden here by the tourism port, right? That also elevates the tourism port to a new level then as well. In this case here, the only thing that we now need is to get rid of the roads that we have in this area. Just like this. Perfect. Also all the ones up here. There we still have that clay deposit that I'm of course going to keep. We're going to have both of that here for now, but of course with the Research Institute we can actually then move this around as well. There's also now the matter of the avenue that we still have. So of course the avenue then kind of like ends at the Research Institute plaza area or something like that, right? So we have this beautiful Research Institute right up here then, just by the waterfall, and there is then also our avenue going all the way up to this point here, right? Also this area all the way up to this point. And then we have basically a big road then here, right? And along the road we have then our scholar districts, our scholar residences here. This gives me now the attractiveness because now also the Research Institute gets its electricity. Very good. And with that we're also a glamorous metropolis. Still have a bit of problem there with the workforce, so that's something we will need to tackle then up here with more population, right? That problem has been there for quite some time now, so we might actually also have a quick look at Asterix, which is my farmer center more or less. So we have our marketplace here. Might actually work on a second marketplace in this area here. Probably also once again with a pub then, and then just a whole bunch more farmers and workers somewhere over here. Though we gotta be careful, of course, there still needs to be room also for some industry. And let's just go ahead and take these guys here and also move them. This looks nasty. Not do this. Then I'd rather take that block. That's better, because then we can actually keep the triple road over there that goes into this one down here, just in case we want to have something here at some point with asterisks, of course. Yeah, it's all about the workers that we're missing right now. And upgrading more farmers then should be the deal, right? So these guys here should be upgradable soon, and we can continue here. It's not much of damage coming out of that for now. Yeah, that's that. Oh, we're already lacking electricity again. Yeah, we're out of oil. That's going to be a bit of a longer problem there, I think. Now with that, we need to start researching. If we can do this, I hope we can actually do this, the campus permit extension. We need a bit of research points, right? We need 250 research points. The thing is, we produce research points based on the amount of scholars we have in our city. The problem is, well, it's an eggs and hen problem, right? You need scholars first to produce the research points, but you need research points to get the first scholars in. So what can we do about this one? We can actually donate items to science, and we have a lot of items. So let's go ahead and just take us these cheap items here until we have the right amount of science points. Yeah, those cheapest of all I'm never going to use, and we have lots of them. And this already brings me in 930 research points. Very good. And with that, we can actually go in now and start the first campus permit extension once we have the electricity flowing. So there should be a train hopefully coming in soon. That's still the major issue. All right. Let's head back to the New World there real quick. Yeah, we are full on oil in Manola. Let's upgrade the storage for that. And Manola trade route has 2 ships, but they're both a bit on the slow part. So let's go ahead. We have 103 influence thanks to all the upgrading now. Let's go in. Yep, the cargo ships are about to be finished. And I would like to have just a few more oil tanks coming out because we have way too much oil sitting in Manola. How is it looking in Tomasi? Well, that's okay. Tomasi looks fine. And then we would have Crabberidge down here that actually also has oil deposits. 13 of them. That's nice. Yep, we have a new target. And I would like to use one of my new cargo ships that we have for this. Hydra 2. And Hydra 2 is going to be used now for a new oil production. So I'm actually going to pump out a few more oil tankers. Because that traffic is only increasing. At least until we have the gas flowing. Right, a smaller attack over here. The problem is though, yeah, my ships are in this region now. Let's actually send one Bismarck to those guys here. And one actually stays then somewhere here. So let's stuff it full. We're going to need a whole bunch of resources for that oil production. I'm taking whatever is rare. And we're going to send this over right away to our Crabberidge. We're going to rename this one to Crabberidge it is though for now. So we get all of this done. By the way, no, it's Crabberidge 2, wasn't it? No, Crabberidge, there it is. We have a lot of fishing boats in the area. My whole harbor area is polluted by fishing boats. Or, yeah, traders and whatnot. Quite a lot of traffic here. There's also a new tourism ship coming in. Of course, with being a beautiful, glamorous metropolis, depends on where we are right now. We're getting a lot of tourism in there. This is also paying me then some 15,000 in addition. Coming from these beautiful ships. Alright, Canton. Canton faces a problem, but we have the police working on it. Not that much happiness here. I could provide them a church, though. That might be something. Not a big deal, though. We got 1,000 farmers ready, though. So I would like to go ahead and go crazy on some upgrading again. In Asterix, especially here. There you go. That's nice. And with that, we have solved the worker problem already again. No oil though. There's a bit of oil now coming in. Very good. But the train is going to take its time. There's also oil coming here again. And we're working on the oil tankers now. Yes. This brings me now to that island here for our cigar factories. First of all, we need to rename this one here to Pelicio, one of my new Patreon supporters. Thank you very much for it. And actually, you are written with a 2L. And one thing that we need to do here right away is moving that warehouse from down here. I mean, this is a glorious location. Holy cow. Like, everybody would be blinded that actually arrives here. Problem though is it's very open and it's looking away from my center here, right? So we do need to move this one to the other side. There is a nice beach here where we can have a small village that, well, provides the workforce that we need, and then we can ship the tobacco away from it. However, the possibility is also that we build a commute pier here to save us that, because the thing is we have a lot of workforce in Manola that we're just not going to be able to use, right? And in this case, it makes sense. It would make sense to actually add now some 30 influence here. Invest into that to get us the commute period going. And you know what? Let's actually do this. With that, we have the shared workforce now. Pelicio with Manola then, right? And of course in Manola... Oh, it also cost me 30 again? I thought the first would be for free. That's a pity. Alright, then we're not doing it like that. That would be too much influence. Yeah, let's get rid of that again. We are instead going to move the tobacco over to Manola, right? And process it then in Manola, like with everything else. At least until I have solved my influence problems, so there would be so much beautiful space here for it. There's also orchard fertility, so we need to keep that in mind, right? Because we're going to need that, petals and stuff like that, and oranges at some point. There's also here a nice opportunity, a road that leads then to this side of the island. By the way, this is a really interesting island that I haven't seen so far. Especially here, this coast side there. Also very nice for defending, right? Let's just get some resources there. I'm also going to start right away with some storages. Yeah, some over here. No, sorry. Let's have them actually here by the end of it. So we could actually plaster the whole coastal side here with storages. And then perhaps here. Let's make this block there again. It's just we need that. Let's turn that in and get us also a few weapons from Manola, right? From the trading that gets in there so we can start defending this properly. Now, Pelicio continues then with a smaller village again, as always. And, I might just copy me this area here, right? There's also then a boxing arena involved already. If at all we want to, boost this up. And we can just basically take this whole layout there. And you will not notice this, right? Once we place it here, let's actually keep a bit of a space here so we have a double or triple road even. Right, and then we can just happily go ahead now, build us that first block, that's first area here for Pelicio. Speed is of the essence there. That's fine. Getting that workforce in. And then, yeah, well, then we just need to have a nice coffee, tobacco area. It's a tobacco area. We don't... Oh, we would have coffee too. No. We are really just working on the tobacco plantations here. And once again, we're going to need a couple of warehouses. I'm going to ignore the clay deposit here. We have 2 here, but they're worthless to me at this point. So I really don't care about them for now. Oh, that's also nice. We actually should check this out immediately. Did we unlock any more offices now? Still not. All right. And... Oh! Alright, we were only able to unlock 1. We are actually...
Ship constructed.
What? I thought 1,000 would be exported, but it's 999. Doesn't make sense. Because I was... Alright, the thing is, it was probably 96 then, or something like that. And there wasn't just enough weapons anymore left for another ton, right? So it stopped at 999 tons. That's unlucky. Alright, but next trade we're going to have it. To have this one upgraded. The steam motors have been upgraded, so we can actually get rid of that. And I think it's the same for the workcloth. 996, yes. So let's go in and also just make it 500 tons for the next trade, right? That's that. Also, we're still exporting the wood as the highest one. That's, of course, bollocks. We probably could go for the sewing machines at the top. Which is not working. Isn't it 4,000? Oh, it needs to be 7,000. We can actually switch it around with the soap there. So these two we should be able to swap. There you go. And we need to get the sewing machines up there because now the export volume counts. Right now we are pushing towards 7,000 for this. Which makes sense. Next we can check what the total demand for cigars is right now in Crown Falls. And it's actually not that much. So when I say cigars, we're at 8 tons. Yeah, 16 tons, doubling our population. 20 tons is realistic, medium term wise, that I could work for here, right? So 20 of them it is. And we can also say then here we do actually would need 40 tobacco plantations. That is of course nonsense because we're going to boost them also with our trade union here, and we probably will also get some tobacco in with the docklands in the New World. So in this case here we don't need that much, but 10 at the least would be yeah, we could also say with 15 around that. So we got 3, 6, 8. With that we get 11. That would be 12, and that's 14. And with that we could already call it a day, because I don't think we're going to need more tobacco than this, right? It's really just placing those fields and stuff like that, the trade union, and then some other boosts. And yeah, with that, let's actually go ahead and build them. It's going to be quite expensive, right? So that's 31,000 for one of these. And we can actually already make this one full here. And you know what? Let's actually go in and just have these guys there too. There is more space over here, or we're trying to really use all of the space here with just those tobacco plantations then. They need a lot of space. That's one. And then we have this whole row there. And then here we have the road that goes then over to this area for more production. And this one continues then like that. There's no oil fields here, right? No, there's not. That's this. And then we have another full block here. And Yeah, I mean, there is even more space over here, so we could make this even more optimized. Yeah, but that's already enough for twice the size that we have right now for Crown Falls, right? When it comes to demand. So let's just build this one. And the trade union I'm going to keep available there for now. That's that. The only thing we now need is a ship. And I'm going to use one of my new ships for this. So this is then Pelicio to Manola. And we're going to say, yeah, take all the tobacco you can find there. And deliver it to Manola. And let's just take Themis, one of the latest ships that we built. Another thing we can do while we're here right away is for Manola Crown Falls. That's those two. And let's just add 2 more oil tankers right away. Because there is a lot of oil production in Manola that we want to get over there to Crown Falls. Let's also upgrade that storage there once more. It's just those 9 fields are more than you expect, right? Even though, now that I think about it, I might actually tone it down by 1. Because we do need some oil as well in Manola for our oil production there. I'm going to reserve the rest of them, though, to get them to crab ridge them. So there's my ship now, and here we can now safely build up a small oil production as well, that we also send over to Crown Falls. More of this though then in the next episode. I'm just hoping that we stabilize the oil now, so that we have the research institute now working, right? So we have now electricity again, and we can actually go in now and start with the first campus permit extension here, right? Does cost me some engineers, so we gotta be careful by how many we have. And with that, let's just boost the rest of them. There you go. And 28 minutes, and we do have our first permit. And with that, we can then really... What? Why? That's not okay. Let's actually try to get this up again. I mean, look at that military score. It's downright cheating, right? He is supposed to be 3 times stronger than us. Miss Hunt is at least 2 times stronger than us. This way, we cannot get any ceasefire. Anyway, it's working now, research-wise, permit-wise. We're getting the first scholars then in, and then we continue on what's here. Stay tuned.